There we go. Um, but we wanted to share an information session for members as well as new guests who want to learn more about She.E.O and what we're all about. Um, and I'm gonna unblur myself because I hate that. Sorry. Um, and so first off, I wanted to like welcome you all. I know we've mostly members on here. Carly's a guest. But I just wanted to just help you guys get the most value out of She.E.O. First off, why don't we just go around because I know you guys were chatting before I popped on, but I think most everybody knows each other, but does anybody not know each other? Crickets. Do we know each other? Yes. Yeah, because Kim knows Carly because of things, and Kim knows Jen and Amy and Mel, and Carly knows the others. Yes. Okay, cool. Then we are all good. Um, but yeah, basically, I mean, She.E.O, we are all about the combination of business strategy and um creativity and just kind of being ourselves, being as authentically ourselves as possible, but um in order to grow and thrive. We're all about helping people engage and connect with each other so that they can grow personally, professionally, they can network and grow their business and take action, and celebrate each other along the way. Um, so yeah, I'd say the big thing that makes She.E.O different is that, yeah, we have like the business strategy side of it. Like when you go to Dare to Be, you've got a lot of business strategy, but we try to bring that into some of the She.E.O calls as well, where you're going to get the networking, you're going to get the visibility. Um, there is a little bit of almost accountability. So I would love to see us build an accountability call, but um, that will grow the community as the community grows. I'm hoping to get volunteers who will start, choosing to lead a call that resonates with them and that or maybe it's something that they need in their lives. Like a lot of the things that I created for the creative community, it was what I wanted, right? So I kind of needed that kick in my butt. So as we grow, hopefully there will be even more opportunities. But also learning to together. There's the empowerment part of building confidence and our mindset. The Mindset Mondays are really powerful. Those are one of the most popular calls that we have. Um, Jen's money beliefs on the um, money mindset calls for Dare to Be on the first week of the month. Um, you know, just being inspired by each other. All these things definitely make a difference. And then the creativity piece of it, it's a combination of self-care. It's you know, letting go. But also when we tap into the creativity, that helps with our businesses. It helps us be more um, like our synapses are snapping and we're able to problem solve better and we're able to um, connect the dots better. So when we take time for our creativity, we also will see a difference in how we show up personally and professionally, which is super important. Um, so yeah, I wanted to kind of run through the calls that we do have, and how to take advantage of them, and then some of the other ways that you can take advantage of or not take advantage, but be active in the community. Um, so, um, you know, there's the Dare to Be networking. Within Dare to Be, I think everybody knows that she has the money mindset call on the first Wednesday of the month. Those I love because she always has us focus on something. Jen always has us focus on something money related, and how to look at it in a different way so that we can grow. And then she has the traditional networking meeting with a guest speaker on the third Tuesday of the month. And then most months there is a Dare to Be Lunch and Learn. The Lunch and Learns are open to the public, so we can always invite a guest to join if we wanted. And it's an hour call where someone is teaching us something that will benefit us and our businesses. That's the ones I've been on have been really awesome. I have a hard time getting on those because I have to be at the spa. Um, with the creative community, we've got the sanctuary sessions, which the creative sanctuary sessions are the second and fourth Monday of each month. And those are calls where we just bring some sort of creative project or even just coloring pages. Melanie sometimes has practiced her writing. Wendy brings Legos sometimes. You never know. People show up with whatever they've got, whatever they want to work on that's creative. And we kind of chit chat on that call. We don't have a set agenda or anything. It's just get creative for an hour, relax, and then when you get back into your day, you're gonna be showing up a lot better. And it's funny because I've had a couple people show up who are like, "Oh, I'm gonna work on my calendar," or and they're like still in work mode. And I'm like, can you please just try? And I think everyone who has actually tried has been like, wow, that really did shift my day. So yeah, it might not sound like much or it might not sound like something that's valuable, but it actually is. Um and then some of the other creative calls we have storytelling sessions on the second Friday of each month. The storytelling sessions, I created that one because in business we need to be able to tell stories, right? And I don't really consider myself a fantastic storyteller. So I wanted to grow that muscle. And so we usually give like a short prompt, give everybody 5-10 minutes to write, and then we go around and tell our little story that we wrote in that short, it's like a 5-minute story, very short. And always kind of fun. You never know what's going to come out of you. But it's just to work that muscle of getting an idea, coming up with it and telling the story. And I figure the more we do that, the simpler it'll be for us to start telling our stories, whether it's on stage or in social media, in written form or video, all the things. So that was the premise of the storytelling sessions. And when we do them, yeah, we have a lot of laughs. We usually have a lot of fun. It's definitely a good time. And we do it on a Friday, so we try to, try Friday afternoon, try to make it relaxed. Um, the supportive scribblers call is a little different. That is a call that's led by Jess Robinson, who's from the Creative Network. She is a writer and an editor, and I asked her to lead that call as an hour-long call where people can just work on their writing. So if you're writing a book, you could have an hour dedicated to, I'm going to actually sit down and work on my book. Or she can give you a prompt and, maybe you just write out how your day went, or if there's something on your mind that you need to get out, or, kind of a journal practice time. People vary with whatever they're working on. Sometimes it's they want to work on their social media copy. And then the beauty of it is they can come together. You can ask Jess for help and pop into a breakout room and um, work through whatever you might be having a little stumble on. But it's basically an hour dedicated to just tapping into your rating skills and knowing that you have somebody that you can lean on. And if people are feeling creative that day, you could share, you can do the writing and share a little bit, but it kind of varies from call to call and who's on there. And then once a month, I do a creative playhouse where it is a group-led creative activity. So like at the beginning of the year, Jen Nichols did a goal setting vision board where it was all about what goals we had just like personal and professional, and then we made a vision board based on that. We made Valentine cards. We did creating our own stickers, like watercolor painting, all different things. Basically, we'll tell you what you need, and then we all come together and just do it on Zoom. So it's a lot of fun, and it varies from month to month. Um, and then we have our Aspire to Be master classes, and those are basically there's a speaker who is sharing their expertise, and sometimes it's something that helps you in your personal life, sometimes it's more business related. um, it varies from month to month. We usually have a couple master classes each month. Some months it's only one, but we try to have at least one master class a month. And again, just giving you more value so that you can learn from the people in the community and grow. Um, and then as far as She.E.O specific calls that members can be part of, is we've got the Monday Mindset, which I mentioned before. That is the first and third Monday of each month. I lead the first Monday, Jen B leads the third Monday, and we come to the table with some topic related to mindset and motivation and that sort of thing. And then we just have a roundtable discussion for a half hour. It's a short call, it's a fast call, it's a lot of fun. I think it's probably one of our most popular calls. Yeah, it's a good time. And then Mel with the purple hair leads our co-working sessions on the second Tuesday. I will actually let Mel talk about her co-working session for a sec.
Thank you. So some of you may or may not be familiar with the concept of either social facilitation or body doubling, mirroring, which essentially means we are more likely to work when we are with other people who are working. A little bit of a monkey see, monkey do. So it is meant to inspire us to get, may I say shit? I'm gonna say shit.
Of course you can say
Brooklyn
shit.
ladies, I'm in Brooklyn. Get the shit done that we've been postponing because we either are afraid of it or think it's going to be too hard or don't know how to approach it. That stuff where we're like, oh, it's going to take 9 hours and then somehow it takes 10 minutes.
Mhm.
And we just need that reminder. We talk a little bit in the beginning in terms of intention setting and a little bit at the end, just kind of talking about what we accomplished, what felt good and what didn't feel good. And often all it is to serve is as momentum to keep the work going once we log off.
Nice. And yeah, so yeah, that is a really good call. And then just this past month in June, just yesterday, Jill Broman hosted her first meditation Monday. So we haven't set a exact schedule of what day or what if it's going to always be Monday, but she did it was probably a 30 to 45-minute meditation call yesterday.
It was
That was,
fantastic. It
yeah,
was fantastic.
really good. Yeah. It was really good. And she talked a little bit, gave a little introduction, and then just guided us through this beautiful meditation. So yeah, we're going to definitely be continuing that. I just don't have a set schedule yet for the motivation meditation Mondays. Um, and then the last couple calls that we do are just quarterly for She.E.O members. So we do a quarterly mastermind. So the next one will be in August. And that allows you to come together and brainstorm ideas on something that you need support in. Um, and it's really powerful and beneficial. And then we also do a quarterly gratitude, and the next one of those will be in September. Again, just a hour call where we share our gratitude and kind of uplift and support each other again. Um, so, so those are the consistent calls that you can always know, but at the same time, I know it can be overwhelming to hear all these things that we do, but it's a pick and choose attend what you can go to. We don't expect you to be on every single call, because we all have jobs and lives that we have to live other than She.E.O, as much as I want you there for every single call. Um, but yeah, I always try to say, like, especially when you're first getting into it, um, try to be on one or two calls that you know you can make, and then maybe try something different the next month, just to get a feel for the different calls, see what works. I've had people say, "Oh, I don't like co-working sessions. Like, it doesn't work for me." But I'm like, "Have you tried Mel's? Because Mel's is different." So yeah. Um, and then the other element that we are doing with our um, community is that we are starting to have quarterly tracks. So each quarter, starting in July, is going to have a theme to it. So starting in July, it's going to be visibility and confidence. So the Monday mindsets, the master classes, and probably the storytelling will be around visibility, confidence, those sorts of themes and ideas. Um, but they're all a little different. It's not just the obvious, like, things. I realized we already had a couple master classes planned, and once I looked at the schedule, they still fit into the theme. So it's going to work out like amazingly well. Um, but they're going to help us be more visible in different ways. And then the fourth quarter of the year is going to be a whole woman, whole life. So more of the personal wellness, and that side of it is going to be the theme for the track for the last part of the year. And then as we go into the new year, the theme is built to last. And that is going to lay a foundation of what we need in our businesses so that our businesses will succeed and continue to grow and thrive. And then the second quarter of next year is going to be money moves. So is the quarterly theme. So we're going to try and have most of our calls connect to that theme so that we will be growing and making momentum in a specific direction versus just kind of willy-nilly hoping that we have some success, right? And then I wanted to just share real fast a couple other ways to engage. So, like, we have our Facebook page. It is just a business page on Facebook. I am going to drop in the chat here. That is a document that kind of lists out all the calls, but at the very bottom, it has like a link to the Facebook page. It has a link to the She.E.O website. On the She.E.O website, you can see our calendar. It also has a link to our YouTube file where you can get the recordings of master classes and things like that that you may not be able to attend in person, but you may want to watch. And also there is a link to join the Google Calendar so that you can just get the events synced right into your calendar. We do have it that everybody has to register for each call, but in the Google Calendar is the link to click to register, so it makes life easy for everybody. So we try to save you guys a little effort. But on the Facebook page, like, you could go in there every Thursday, I think it is. There will be a post where you can comment about whatever promotion or event might be going on in your business. I'd love to have us celebrating wins on there, and feel free to post and ask questions or share resources, that sort of thing. We also have a She.E.O members chat in Messenger that as well. All those that you can go there, you can ask for help, you can share ideas, you can you know, connect and get to know the other members. Um, you know, share some big wins or small wins, whatever they may be. Um, yeah. And yeah, I would love to open it up to see if you guys have any questions and or idea or anything that you would like to more info on. Okay, no questions. The other thing I'm going to drop in the chat real fast is I created a little, I have to find it. Hold on. Um, it's a 30-day connection and visibility challenge. Basically each day gives you a prompt of something you can do within the community to grow your connection or your visibility or to engage in the community somehow. Um, I don't, I just want to offer it as something that you can use as a resource um, to get engaged a little bit easier. You don't necessarily have to go down and do it exactly 1, 2, 3, 4. You can skip around, do whichever ones seem easy to you, maybe, and then maybe there's one that's like a little daunting and you might want to do it later. But it's just they're really mostly easy tasks of follow us on Facebook or share a win or go to a networking meet, go to one of the networking meetings, just to help you get yourself motivated to connect and be engaged in the community. And yeah, we'd love to have you enjoy it and make the most out of it. Um, I know most of you are members, but those of you who are not, we have a monthly membership of $97 a month. We have a quarterly membership, so quarterly goes along with those tracks, and that is $277 a quarter. And then if you do the yearly, you'll get a big savings, and it's $797 for the whole year. So it's very beneficial if you can do that. But at the same time, we try to give you options that will serve you guys. So yeah. Hey, Jen,
Hello.
any input you want to throw in there?
Well, I was just gonna say if you're a group coaching client, then it's just $40.
Yeah, that too. Yes, if you're already in group coaching with Jen, it's an additional 40 and
Yeah.
then you're good.
If so that means Dare to Be is already included in your group coaching membership. So you just yeah, that's just a difference. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly everything was covered, but I mean, as we all know, what you put in is what you get out. So in other words, it doesn't mean that we have to do all the things. But as time and life allows, stepping into different things is going to help you to again be part of the community and get the support that you need. I'm really excited about the tracks. I wanted Girl Scout badges. It's probably because I've never been a Girl Scout, but that's okay. So one day we'll have stickers or something.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's I think the tracks will be really good for structure and making sure that there's a fine focus of one thing that we're working on. All roads lead to that one thing for the month or for the
Mhm.
quarter. So other than that, any other questions? Anything you want to add? Amy, Melanie, whoever.
Or any input like Mel, Amy, Kim, anything that you've enjoyed in the community since you guys are established members.
Been really great with the creative part of everything, because what ends up happening is that you're just like, you're not thinking about business, and you're kind of just like relaxing and just doing the thing, and then it gives you some clarity. Oh yeah, let's go do this for the rest of the day, which is then
Mhm.
all business related.
Mhm.
And yes, the co-working sessions are amazing. I hope there's more. And
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. There's not much I don't enjoy, so I really enjoy it all.
The
Nice.
co-working time can be great study time for you, Kim.
That's true.
It is. And Jen, Davy, what did you want to share?
So I really enjoy the Monday mindset
Mhm.
because it's a great way to just gives me that motivation and switches my mental shift from, the weekend to the work week. And then also the story, I think it's the storytelling, where you basically are just given an idea and you have to come up with the story really quick. Like, you're only given 5 minutes, and I've always been, it's a challenge for me to come up with something really quickly. And so I have enjoyed those particularly, especially when it's like, I'll just keep writing and rewriting and, cross out what I rewrote and go back. And then it's like, just deal with it. Just live with what you did. And I have found that to be very helpful. And it may not seem like, I may not appreciate the work, how much it supported me, or I don't always recognize it until after the fact. It's like, oh yeah, I did come up with that much more quickly.
Yeah.
And that was the whole reason I wanted to join. I like joining the storytelling sessions because I knew it was going to give me that challenge.
Yeah. And you've done a great job in it for sure. Yeah, I've been impressed. The stories have been really good. I think all of us, like, it's like, we're all like, oh God.
Yeah.
And then we do it and it's like, oh, look what we did.
Yeah. And sometimes when we get on like the supportive scribblers, if there's nothing to do, we don't really have any idea, we'll just actually pull up Mad Libs.
Oh,
just
okay.
just to, just to give us something different but fun and exciting to do.
Yeah. Cool. I like that. Awesome. Any other questions or comments or anything?
I'll jump in. I already spoke promoting the co-working. But I say this as often as I can. I've joined some communities and left some communities, and this is where I found my people. It's
Nice.
as basic as that. Yeah.
I love that. Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to share this, give an opportunity for you guys to have the resources so that you can take advantage of your membership and get engaged. And of course, if there's anything at any time that you need support with, feel free to especially reach out to myself, Jen. Amy and Melanie are also leaders within the She.E.O community, so they can 99.9% of the time probably help you out, if not Jen and I, and we are always here to help you. So definitely reach out. We're here for you, and I'm gonna let you guys have the rest of your day back, and have a fantastic, wonderful Tuesday, and we will talk to you soon, okay? Oh, and tomorrow is Jen's Dare to Be money mindset call. So if you haven't registered, go register.
Yes. I think there's like 15 of us signed up right now.
Yeah.
So I'll send my little nudgy right now. Okay.
I plan to, because I actually moved a client so I can be in it.
Yay. All right. Nudgy coming right up.
And make sure that you sign up, you register for
tomorrow?
What was that, Carly?
What time tomorrow?
It's all Dare to Be is always 10:30 in Noon Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
First Wednesday of the month, third Tuesday of the month. Okay? All right. You'll get my nudgy in a second anyway.
And Carly and I are going to be 2 of the 3 on a panel for July 21st. So make sure you sign up for that.
Oh, for the Dare to Be Lunch and Learn? Nice.
Yeah.
No, the Dare to Be actually standing meeting. So it's going to be Carly, Jen, and Megan Bondi that the majority of you have actually met.
Nice.
So
fantastic.
Cool. All
that
right.
will be fantastic. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.